Okay, so a lot of y'all have questions as to what supplements I take. Well, this is it. So let's start with what I take early in the morning. First thing I do in the morning, and I have this on the floor not because it's not important, but because I just don't have room on my table. So check this out. First thing I take in the morning is apple cider vinegar. Take about 2 capfuls in a cup of water. Usually I like the water to be room temperature, but I'm not too picky. Doesn't really matter as long as it gets down the throat. Pause. And then I usually like to take this right before I leave, maca root. It's great for virility. So I would suggest everybody take it, male, female, doesn't really matter. It is phenomenal. And that's all I'll say. I'll let you Google it, figure out the rest. Now, let's get back to the apple cider vinegar here. Apple cider vinegar is great for gut health. When I take it in the morning, I'll tell you what I particularly experience. I feel like my gut is getting a power wash. I feel like my insides are getting a power wash. Usually I get a bowel movement. So I try to take it a lot earlier before, like I don't try to take it just before I leave, because I'm probably gonna go to the bathroom. But yeah, it helps me just kind of clean out and wash out whatever is in there that don't need to be in there, like food. And as you all already know, I intermittent fast, so this does not affect your fast. All right, so this is totally safe. I would just suggest drinking it. In with some water, dilute it with some water, and get a straw, because it's acidic. It'll mess up your enamel in your teeth. You don't want that. It's messed up. But I don't, because I'm a savage, right? Now, the next thing I take, I'll mix these 2 bad boys together, and what this is Redcon 1 Total War Tiger's Blood pre-workout. Yes, it does actually have tiger's blood in it. So what I'll do is, instead of taking a whole scoop, I'll take a half a scoop of this, and I'll take a full scoop of this, which beta-alanine is the thing in pre-workout that makes you tingle, gives you that itchy scratch, that thing that makes you want to rip your face off. You might have seen it in my last video. I went crazy. Right? I like this stuff. This is the type of stuff I want to like rip my chest off, turn it around, put it back on. All right? I just enjoy it. It's my thing. So I mix these 2 together. I get a half scoop of the Total War and a full scoop of the beta-alanine, just to give it more beta-alanine, even though it does have beta-alanine in it. And I feel ready to go. During my workout, there's one thing that I don't have over here. Wait 1 second. A lot of you ask questions about why you're losing energy in the gym, or sometimes you just might be petering out in the middle of a set, which is the worst thing in the world. It's the worst feeling in the world. So this should solve the problem. This is Redcon 1's Breach. And this is basically the branched chain amino acids. These are super important and essential for you to be taking during your workout and after your workout. Why? I'll tell you why. This is protein. We all know protein is what muscles are made of. But what makes up protein? Protein is just a big chain of amino acids. This makes up this, which makes up this. So it's very important that you are getting branched chain amino acids throughout your workout, because it's basically like instant protein, instant energy for your muscles. But also when you're cutting, and especially when you're cutting, you're gonna need to take some branched chain amino acids to maintain your muscle, to increase the chances of you maintaining your muscle on a cut. As you cut, as you drop body fat, as most of you are trying to do, the chances of you losing muscle increase the leaner you get. All right, so you want to mitigate that risk as much as possible, and this is a great way to do it. Also, I like drinking this with my meals. I like drinking it when it's by itself. I just like drinking it. Tastes awesome. And I teach you a little trick. I don't particularly like, this is actually the sour apple flavor. I don't even particularly like the sour apple, but I like mixing it with some lime juice. I'm gonna go grab some lime juice. This is lime juice. I think we've all seen lemon juice. I'm not on my best today, I'm cutting, so what? Lemon juice. This is, I just basically put maybe about, I don't know, half a cup, maybe a little bit more of lemon juice in my amino acids, my branched chain amino acids, and boom, it tastes like sour apple. Because this thing by itself is not sour, it just tastes like sweet and gross. So, Redcon 1, if you're listening, which I hope you are, maybe add a little bit of twang if you want to put sour apple on your labels. Make sure you got the sour in there, alright? So, after my workout, usually, oh, did I skip something? I think I did. Carnitine and glutamine. Actually, that's next. So, carnitine, L-carnitine is, it's an agent that helps you cut. It's a fat-burning agent. And I like to take that, I could put it in my branched chain amino acids, I might put it in my protein. Glutamine is an amino acid. It is not an essential amino acid. Doesn't mean it's not important, it just means that it's something that our body makes. And it's not something that we need to get from our diet because our body makes it. It doesn't mean that we're always getting enough, right? So I like to have a little bit of L-glutamine. L-glutamine helps the recovery process. It helps you recover a little bit better. As you all know, when we're in the gym, we're not building muscle, we're breaking it down. So muscles grow when we're out of the gym. So L-glutamine helps that process. Of course, everybody knows what this is. This is protein. I would hope all of you are getting enough protein. If you're my client, you know what I'm talking about. You know I'm going to tell you to get about 1 gram per pound a day, depending where you are on that scale, depending on where you are on that part of your cut. But you need to be getting at least 1 gram per pound a day. Just go by that rule. Trust me, I'll get into it a little bit later. I'll do a whole video on protein by itself. By far the most essential macronutrient. So just make sure you get enough protein and don't play, because I'm gonna make you send me your food log and I'm gonna find out, and if you're not, I'm gonna kick your ass in the next session. You know this. Alright, moving on. What I like to mix with my protein is the creatine. Creatine is probably the most researched supplement on the market. Probably even more than protein. And here's why. Because it's phenomenal. Here's what I mean. I think a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about creatine. So here I go. I'm going to try to explain this and grossly simplify this for you. We all refer to our muscle, not all of us, but some of us refer to our muscles as guns. You've heard somebody say it before, right? So you got your guns. You go into war when you're going into a workout, especially if I'm there, right? If I'm your coach, if I'm your trainer, yeah, you're going to war. So you're gonna need to make sure that your guns got bullets in them. Now the problem with working out very intensely is that the molecule ATP, which basically stands for adenosine triphosphates, it has 3 phosphates, you get the point. These little phosphates break off once you're consistently working hard in the gym. You run out of ATP. What happens is lactate is the substance that fills up in the muscle to stop you from getting that last rep in. That's why those last reps are so important, because you're pushing past your limit, because lactate is filling up into the muscle and trying to prevent you from further damaging the muscle, right? So what creatine does is creatine supplies more ATP. It provides more of those energy molecules in order for you to keep firing off in the gym. So if you have some type of handgun, maybe a 9mm, and you're busting off in the gym, creatine is like that extendo clip. Get it? So it's just gonna keep resupplying you with more ATP to continue to break down muscle and break past your normal limit, right? It acts as a buffer to the lactate. It holds off the lactate so you can squeeze out those little bit more reps, right? And like the extra reps that you do over a period of time, that's really gonna make the difference, right? So that's what creatine is. I would suggest you all get yourself some creatine if you're serious about building muscle. Yes, it does retain some water. It's part of the game, but you're gonna retain some water anyway because you should be drinking about 1 gallon a day. Some of you, I drink about 1.5 gallons to 2. But that's neither here nor there. Actually, it is here, but whatever. I usually break my fast. So again, I do intermittent fast. I do about a 16-8 or 17-7 or 16-8, 18-6, right? And I don't have a lot of time to eat. To me, it's plenty because I time it very well, and I've been doing this for some time. But to help get things further digested more efficiently and quicker, I like taking digestive enzymes. So I usually try to take these after, I usually take them like two a day after one meal or something like that. Could be after my big meal. I don't really consider the protein shake a meal, but it is when I break my fast. But I don't take it then. I usually take it after the big meal that I use to like really replenish myself. So these are very important. What else we got here? Omega-3 fish oil. There are so many benefits to omega-3s, and we'll probably do a video on that as well. But these are essential. These are basically fats, right? You need fats in your system, and you need particularly omega-3. Just because, what does it say? I don't even know. Oh, I almost forgot. Brain function, right? Your brain probably runs better off of fats than it does carbs. Your muscles need carbs for fuel, for energy, for when you go to the gym and whatnot. But your brain runs phenomenally when you give it enough fats. So this is super important, brain function. And then also you need fats to cushion your joints, so that's very important when you're lifting, of course. And then, so I have my 3 or 4 meals throughout the day. Sometimes it's 2. As long as I get to my number and I hit I get my total calorie number, and I hit my macros for the day. If you're my client, you know what they are. You should be trying to hit those every single day. That's your homework. That's your job. And you will see results. I promise you. Just go to my website, residentialwellnesscoaching.com, and you'll see all the lives we've been able to change. Shameless plug. It's not really shameless because it's my channel. Melatonin and chamomile. I usually take 2 before I go to sleep at night, and I drink this right before I go to sleep, and I'm out like I like, basically. And I don't really have trouble sleeping. I just don't really sleep. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not an insomniac. I like being up. And you need to sleep if you want to grow. So I gotta get to sleep. So these things help me. These things put me out, right? Now, all in all, I know this looks like it's a lot. Jesus, man, you're really like going crazy with the supplements. I'm not doing all of that. Look, if you take $20, if you take a $20 bill and you bust it down into like quarters, I'm sure it's gonna look like a lot too. But if you mix it in to your diet and the things that you're taking in on a daily basis, it's not so bad. And you feel better too. And chances are you're probably getting a lot of this stuff through your meals, just not enough, which is why we have supplements. So for the people out there that say, oh, I don't like supplements, guys, you have an emotional attachment to something that doesn't need that, right? It's just giving you the things that you need because you're asking more of your body. So give yourself what you need, all right? That's my time today. I gotta go study for this corrective exercise. I actually just asked for an extension, 60 days. So I can't mess around with y'all anymore, Alright? I gotta get back to work. What am I doing? Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button if you wanna, what does the bell button do? Just hit the damn bell button, alright? I don't know what it is, it's like my 4th video, alright? So just do it. Do what I tell you to do.